Welcome back to ABC Action News at 6. As we continue our live in-depth coverage of veterans and mental health, there's nothing like a bond with man's best friend. But two special dog breeds are working miracles with injured veterans who return home from deployment with PTSD or mobility challenges. And these service animals can make our American heroes feel less alone and give them the independence they so deserve.
I look out the window to help everybody. I'm looking in the mirror to help myself.
Air Force veteran Ryan Bodge spent 27 years in the security armed forces, deploying 8 times to Iraq and Afghanistan. During one of those tours, Ryan sustained a brain injury from a blast and didn't realize the extent of that damage. But after suffering for years with migraines, dizziness, and trauma, he was finally ready to retire, and a service dog was highly recommended.
You have to get over the fact of, you're going to walk around with this beautiful animal that's going to say, I've got something going on, right? But if it means you getting to a better place in life, who cares what people think?
Ryan was paired with Bradley, who helps him in several aspects of his life.
He's primarily of assistance to me when it comes to the PTSD.
And that emotional support is demonstrated in different ways.
Bradley does deep pressure therapy, right? So if I'm laying on the ground or sitting on the ground, I just want a break. Bradley will come and he'll lay on my lap, right? And he'll put pressure on my lap. It's kind of like a little bit of a comfort blanket.
Bradley can also assist with mobility commands.
So I can ask Bradley to retrieve certain things: keys, cell phone, remote. With Bradley, he can also retrieve water, go into a refrigerator, retrieve a water, bring it to you, go back and close the refrigerator.
Ryan received Bradley thanks to Valor Service Dogs.
So to teach it like she did, you just take a treat, lure them under there, and then we just want her to stay in that position until Kayleana releases her from that position, so that you could go through a whole meal in a restaurant and they just stay under the table.
Founder and executive director Carol Lansford started the nonprofit organization after her husband, Justin, suffered a devastating injury while serving in Afghanistan.
He was injured in an IED blast. He was a gunner on top of a truck, and the IED blew under his truck and cut it in half, and then he was pinned underneath the truck and it severed his leg, broke his back. He lost his spleen, ruptured both lungs. I think he's had over 40 surgeries.
Justin lost his leg in that blast, and while recovering at Walter Reed Medical Center, Carol decided to become certified in training service animals, and in 2015 opened Valor Service Dogs.
We have 15 dogs in training right now, and it takes about 2 years per dog. We get the dogs donated for the most part from other service dog organizations who have breeding programs, and then when they have excess dogs, they'll donate them to our program.
To receive a service dog, you must meet certain qualifications.
Our eligibility requirements are post 9/11 combat wounded, for PTSD. If it's a mobility dog, it can either be combat wounded or wounded in a training simulation. They have to be retired from the military or in the process of retiring, so basically just no longer deployable.
Each Labrador or Golden Retriever learns about 60 commands and paired specifically with a veteran in size and in need, whether for emotional support due to PTSD or mobility support due to an injury.
It is such a rewarding opportunity.
Kayleana Albright helps train the dogs for Valor and tries to incorporate the animals in every part of her life.
Get your leash.
Yes! Good.
Daisy is learning basic commands with her nose to press an elevator button or handicap door opener.
Touch. Yes!
And for signs of trauma or anxiety, like when a handler puts their face in their hands, Daisy learns to recognize that stress and interrupt it.
Nervously,
Yes.
we want her to just move your hands apart with your nose.
And despite all the ways Bradley physically helps Ryan, he says emotionally it's been life-changing.
But Bradley has forced me to slow down. I mean, I've seen colors I haven't seen in a while. I've seen things I haven't seen in a while, like, hey, how long has that bush been there? And people say it's been there for 10 years. So he's changed my life greatly, and he continues to change my life.
Ryan became such a believer in the miracle of service dogs. Carol helped him fund actually to get certified to become a trainer. And now he's helping Valor Service Dogs expand, becoming the program manager of the South Georgia region, training 6 dogs in Valdosta right now. Valor relies completely on donations, and to learn more, go to our website, abcactionnews.com/rebound. Dennis?